Hello everyone. So today our topic is quadratic equation. So quadratic equation is a very important chapter because in every chapter we will learn somewhere in some question we will use quadratic equation concepts. So today we will understand position of roots. So what is quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. We have a not equal to 0 and ABC belongs to R. So this is our quadratic equation. So we will understand the position of roots of a quadratic equation with the help of graph. Let alpha and beta are roots of equation 1. This is 1. So how can we find the roots of any quadratic equation? Either we solve it with the formulas we know, or we can say that if fx equal to gx is any equation and we want to find the root of fx equal to gx, then we can draw the graph of fx in Cartesian plane and graph of gx, and where they cut or they have intersection points, their points are called roots of the equation. So this is true for every fx equal to gx. So we will apply the same concept here in the quadratic equation. So that this is a function fx equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So first we will understand that how can we write the quadratic equation. We take a common, x square plus b by a x and plus cy. So we will make it perfect square, x square plus b by dx. So for perfect square we need to add b by 2a square and subtract b by a. We will subtract it from here, b by 2a whole square. Okay. So what can we write? We can write this x plus b by 2a whole square, and we will take LCM here. So this is 4a square and this is a 4a will go there plus 4ac minus b square divided by 4a square. Okay. So we will multiply by a inside. So this is at a x plus b by 2a whole square. And we can take minus common here and this will become d, discriminant, b square minus 4ac. This is d multiplied by a, 1a will cancel out and this is 4. Okay, so fx become this. So we know the graph of x square. What is the graph of x square? Graph of x square is like that, x-axis and y-axis. So with the same transformation, we can draw the graph of fx. And when we will draw the graph of fx, graph will be like that. Or it may be downside like that. Okay. So where will be the minimum value of fx? So if this part is 0, then fx will be minimum. And where will it become 0? It will become 0 at minus b by 2a. So at x equal to minus b by 2a minus b by 2a, we will get the vertex of the parabola. graph of a quadratic equation is just a parabola. So, and what value we get there? If we put the value of x equal to minus b by 2a, then this part will become 0 and only this will remain. So, what will be the value of y here? It will be minus b by 4a. So, this point will become minus b by 2a and minus b by 4a. We will remember that this will help us in positioning the roots of quadratic equation. Or if it means if a is negative, if a is positive, parabola will open upside, and if a is negative, parabola will open downside, and then this part will become minus b by 2a and minus b by 4a. Okay. So I just revised how we draw the quadratic equation graph. Now we will understand that what is how to position the roots of quadratic equation. So let alpha beta are the roots of quadratic equation. So first case is if alpha beta is greater than 0. So in many questions they give that alpha beta is greater than 0 or alpha beta is greater than any real number, and they ask about the condition about a, b or c. Okay, we can make cases less by making a positive, like if any equation is 2x square plus 3x plus anything 7 equal to 0. So we can make a positive. If it is minus 2, then we will multiply by minus. So we can make a positive always. So making a positive, we can lower the value of cases, but in many cases they give general equation. So we will not suppose that a is positive, because in many cases we have to deal with general cases. So if alpha beta is greater than 0, so how can be the graph of quadratic equation? So it can be like that, means it is greater than 0, this is of x, y. So this can be like that. Okay. Or this can be like that. If a is greater than 0, then parabola will open upward. So this can be roots are different, and if roots are same, this will be the graph. And if a is less than 0, then graph will be like that. Or like that. Every parabola is symmetric about its axis. What axis? Axis goes from vertex. So if you see that somewhere is not some symmetric, it is the mistake of drawing. I am not very good at drawing. So just concentrate on the points which are important. So if this is the case, what condition can first b is always greater than equal to 0. So these are conditions. Okay. What can we observe from this condition that alpha beta is greater than 0? So b is always greater than 0. Whenever we think that there is a root of an equation, so d will be always greater than equal to 0. So this is something trivial condition, and everywhere d will be greater than equal to 0 whenever we are considering that there are roots alpha or alpha beta may be different or alpha beta may be same. So what can we say in this condition? A is greater than 0. So at f0, f0 is positive here and a is also positive, and f0 is negative here in both the conditions. So we can say a into f0 will be greater than 0 because a is positive, f0 is positive in the both the graph. A is negative, f0 is negative. Okay, we can say first condition. Second, what can we say? What is the point at vertex? Vertex is minus d by 2, minus d by 4. So if alpha beta is greater than alpha is here and beta is here. So if alpha beta is greater than equal to 0, means greater than 0, then minus d by 2a will also be greater than 0. Okay. And if alpha beta is greater than 0, we can also observe that alpha plus beta is greater than 0 and alpha beta is greater than 0. So from where we can also say that from the just sum of roots and multiplication of roots concept that alpha plus beta is greater than 0 means minus b by a greater than 0. Same thing we say here, and alpha beta is greater than 0 means c by a will be greater than 0. Okay. So what is c by a? Means c by, if c by a is greater than 0, what does it mean? Means c and a have same sign. And what are we saying here? What is f0? f0 is basically c. Means a dot c is greater than 0. So we are saying the same thing here. Means a dot c is greater than 0 means a and c have the same signs. Means if a is positive, c is positive. If a is negative, c is negative. Okay. So from here we can find some conditions. Now there comes the second condition. If alpha and beta less than 0, then what can we say? If alpha and beta is less than 0, then graph will come like that. This is 0 or origin, or it may come like that. If roots are the same, things like that. Okay. If a is greater than 0, okay, and if a is less than 0, then graph will be like that. If roots are same, or it can be like that if roots are different. Okay. So if we have in quadratic, if we know the how we can draw the graph of quadratic, then many questions can be solved easily. So we should have more focus on the graph. Okay, we should learn actually how to deal with the graph. So from here, what can we say? First thing is, so it is done. We can graph it. First thing is d is greater than equal to 0, but that is means that is obvious. We are considering alpha beta are the roots of quadratic equation. So if a is greater than 0, what is f0? f0 is greater than 0. And if a is less than 0, then also f0 is less than 0. So from here we can again say first condition, or we can say first condition is d is greater than equal to 0. Second condition is a into f0 greater than 0. because a cannot be 0, f0 is also cannot be 0, so it will be strict inequality. And what the other thing you can say, what is this point? This point is x equal to minus b by 2a. Okay, in all the graphs. So minus b by 2a is less than 0. Okay, so from here we can find many conditions. Now questions come. Third condition, third case. So if one root is greater than 0 and one other one is less than 0, so how graph will go? Graph can go like that, or graph can go like that. Because one root is less than 0 and other one is greater than 0, so roots are different. So t will be greater than 0 strictly. Okay, and what can we say about f0? This case is if a is greater than 0, and this case is if a is less than 0. So if a is greater than 0, then what is f0? At f0 it is negative, and if a is less than 0, what is f0? What is the value of function at 0? It is positive, means signs are different. So we can say, either we can say directly like a greater than 0, not that we can, because if a can be greater than 0 or less than 0, both cases are possible. But one thing is clear, that f a into f0 is less than 0. That is, sign of a and f0 are different, because if a is greater than 0, then graph will at x equal to 0, value will be negative of the function, and at here at x equal to 0, value will be positive. So we can say a dot f0 is less than 0. Can we say anything about minus b by 2a? Actually no, we cannot say anything about minus b by 2a, because here can be the vertex. Okay, or we can say like that, if we make an initial graph, vertex can be here also. Okay, so vertex can be either negative side or positive side of x-axis. So we cannot say anything about minus b by 2. Now fourth case is from here. Case 4. If alpha beta are greater than k, k is any real number, k belongs to R. Then how can we find the condition? We will just do the same thing. We will draw the graph and observe what can be observed. So if a is greater than 0, so actually we have no need to draw horizon, because nothing is given about horizon. It is just given about any k, and k can be positive or negative. Means k is here, that is the x-axis. And if alpha beta is greater than k, then what will be the graph of? Graph can be this. Or if roots are same, okay, then here is k, and graph can be like this. Okay, if a is greater than 0 and if a is less than 0, then what will be the graph? Oh, we only need x-axis and a point k. If a is greater than 0, graph will go like that. Okay, and if roots are same, if k is there, roots are same, then graph will go like that. So what can we observe there? So we can observe there that if a is greater than 0, what is the value of fk? Here fk is greater than 0 and first we can say here fk is less than 0. So what we can say about, we know d will be always greater than or equal to 0, first condition. And second, what can we say about a into fk? If a is positive, value of the function at k is also positive, where fk. Same in here, and if a is less than 0, fk is also less than 0. So we can say a and fk are the same sign, means a dot fk is greater than 0. And can we say anything about minus b by 2a? Minus b by 2a is the point where graph means parabola have vertex. This point is minus b by 2a. Okay. So we can observe that minus b by 2a is always greater than k. So we can say that minus b by 2a is always greater than k. Okay. So these are three conditions we can observe from here. Now case 5. If alpha beta is less than 0. So the thing is, you can observe some similarity here, that alpha beta is greater than k and alpha beta is greater than 0. So if you understand the case, first three cases, that alpha beta is greater than 0 and alpha beta is less than 0 and one root is less than 0, other one is greater than 0. So you can easily understand the concept which comes further. So here what we know, alpha beta is less than k. So we will draw that here is k. So graph can be like that if a is greater than 0, or graph can be means if roots are same. So here if k is here, okay. So or if a can be less than 0. If a is less than 0 and here is k, then graph will be like that. Or if roots may be same, k is here. So what can we observe from there? First, d will be always greater than 0. This is something trivial condition, because in the initial we have considered that alpha beta are roots of 1, equation 1. What was the equation? Equation 1 was ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is quadratic equation about which we are talking about. What may be the if different positions are given of this equation 1, then what can be the condition about a, b and c we can find. So from here, if a is greater than 0, fk is also greater than 0. Okay. If a is less than 0, fk is also less than 0. Right? So what can be the conditions? First, d is greater than or equal to 0. Second, a dot fk is greater than 0. And what will be the condition of minus b by 2? minus d by 2 will be less than k, less than k. Okay, we can say that minus d by 2 will be here. Okay, now there can be case 5 and there can be case 6. If one root is greater than k and other root is less than k, like this is k. So graph can be like that. If a is greater than 0 and if a is less than 0, this is k. If a is less than 0, this will be the graph. So what can we say about, means we know always a is greater than equal to 0. So what can be the conditions? First, d is greater than equal to 0. No, d is always, d is here strictly greater than 0 because roots are different. We know roots are different. Okay, so we just have to slightly concentrate on d when d is greater than equal to 0 or when d is strictly greater than 0. Okay, so the other condition is, can we say anything about a and fk? If a is greater than 0, fk is negative. If a is less than 0, fk is positive. So we can say a dot fk. A and fk have different signs. So a dot fk will be less than 0. Can we anything say about minus d by 12? Actually we cannot say because vertex can be slightly this side of k or right side of the k. So we cannot say anything about minus d by 2 here. So now there comes case 7. What can be the case 7? If 2k1 and k2 is given, means like this. If this is k1 and this is k2, and we are giving that alpha beta are in between the k1 and k2. So what will be the condition? So if a is greater than 0, how will be the graph? Graph can be like that. Okay, alpha beta is greater than k1 and less than k2. Alpha will be here, beta will be there. This is x-axis. And if roots are same, roots may be same. Then if this is k1, this is k2, then this will be the graph. Okay. So now the second case, if a is less than 0, and this is k1, this is k2. So graph will be like that. If roots are different, and if roots are same, k1 and k2. Graph will be like this. So what can we observe from there? If a is greater than 0, then fk1 is greater than 0 and fk2 is also greater than 0. Here it is k2. Here also we can see that fk1 is positive, fk2 is also positive. And if a is less than 0, then fk1 is also negative, fk2 is also negative. Okay, we can also see it here. fk1 is also negative, fk2 is also negative. Means fk1 and fk2 are of the same sign as a. So from here we can say something about a dot fk1 or a dot fk2. Can we say anything about minus b by 12? We can actually say that minus b by 12 will be here and here in this graph. So what can we say? Minus b by 12. If alpha and beta are between k1 and k2, then minus b by 2a will also be between k and k. So what are the conditions here? Condition 1 is a is greater than equal, and second is, what can we say? We observe something about a dot fk1 and a dot fk2. What was that? That a and fk1 and fk2 are of same sign, means fk1 or fk2 have the same sign which is of a. So a dot fk will be, k1 will be greater than 0 and a dot fk2 will also be greater than 0. And what we observe about minus b by 2a? Where will be minus b by 2a? Minus b by 2a will be here. From here, can we say anything? We can say minus b by 2a will be greater than k1 and less than k2. Okay? So this is, we can also make, actually there are also two cases, I think, that is case 7. Case 8. In one is, if one loop is in between k1 and k2 and other one is outside, maybe less than k1 or greater than k2, that is one case. And what is the other one? Other one is if alpha is less than k1 k2 and beta is greater than k1 k2. Okay, so their cases are high numbers, but if you understand first three concepts, first three cases, then actually you can say anything about, you can understand all cases. Okay, so you have to give more concentration on first three cases. If first three cases you have understand, then you can understand all cases. You will not have difficulty. Case 8. So what will be the case 8? Alpha is in between k and k2 and beta does not belong to k and k2, then what will be the case? If a is greater than 0, then here will be k1, here is k2. So graph of function will cut x-axis once in between k1 and k2. Okay, either this can go like that or this can go like that. Means if alpha is there, beta can be less than k1 k2 or greater than k1 k2, or if roots, no, if root will not be same, because we strictly say that alpha is in between k1 and k2 and beta does not belong, it does not belong to k1 k2. So root will be different also. So other cases, if a is less than 0, so here is k1, here is k2. So graph can be go like that, or graph can be go like that. Okay, means one root will be in between k1 and k2. So what can we say from here? First thing is d is strictly greater than 0. Okay, first is d it is strictly greater than 0 because alpha and beta are different. Can we say anything about, so when a is greater than 0 in this graph, this is first and this is second, here fk1 is negative, but in this graph fk1 is positive. In this graph second fk2 is negative, but in the first graph fk2 is positive. So we cannot say anything about the multiplication of a and fk1 or fk2, but we can say one thing about k1 and k2, that fk1 and fk2 are of different sign. So we can say fk1 dot fk2 will be less than see here fk1 is positive in that if we consider this first and this is second, fk1 is positive in this and fk2 is negative, means graph will go like this from here, and in the second graph fk1 is negative and fk2 is positive. So this is we can say about fk1 and fk2. Can we say anything about minus b by 2a? I think we cannot say anything about minus b by 2a because graph can be slightly this side of k1, or minus b by 2a can be less than k1, in between k1 k2, or greater than k2. So we cannot say anything about minus b by 2. So now case 9. So in case 9, if alpha beta is greater than, no, this case we have taken, if k1 k2 is if k1 and k2 is greater than alpha and less than beta, in this case, means if this is k1 and this is k2, then alpha will come this side, means less than k1 and k2, and beta will come this side. So if a is greater than 0, then function will be like that, and if a is less than 0, not need by x6. This is k1, this is k2, and this will be alpha, and this is beta. So if a is greater than 0, this will be graph, and if a is less than 0, this will be graph. So what are condition here? B is strictly greater than 0, and fk1 and fk2, if a is greater than 0, fk1 is negative, fk2 is negative. If a is less than 0, fk1 is positive, fk2 is positive. Means a and fk1 and a and fk2 have different sign. Okay. So what can we say from here? So here we can say a dot fk1 is less than 0 and a dot fk2 is also less than 0. And from this condition we can also say that if fk1 sign are different from a and fk2 sign are also different from a, then fk1 and fk2 will have same sign. The same thing we can also say from graph. fk1 and fk2 have same sign. Okay. Can we say anything about minus b by 2? No, we cannot say anything about minus b by 2 because vertex can be here in between k1 and k2 or greater than k2. Okay, we cannot say anything about minus b by 2. So this is all for today.